Hello everybody, welcome back. We are doing another overview module for Vassal module. This is Set Sails for Glory by Berserker Games, designed by Erik von Rossing. Don't know whether it's be released yet or not. I gotta run it by Erik and make sure I can release this, but this is in case. So we're going to go ahead and start out here. Mainly we have on the main map, I attached the die roll success table to the player piece, so you can move that wherever your player piece is and keep track of your die roll successes, because you do roll them a lot in your game. This game, you got your player ship, which is anchored away. The basic map, I have it all gridded out, so it's all hexed and everything with all your various random um, ports you call on it. Markers. I only have so many markers in here available. The rest of them are all available as you play the game. I have the ships and fort for the enemy, not merchant or pirate. All the different ship types you can get there. They select as a whole. This is one whole complete piece. You'll just go in here and do your damage to set the crew at the beginning. Every time you grab a new piece, what we'd normally do is we'll put this onto the battle map. Yeah, I made the battle map. I made everything big. I like making everything big anymore. My eyes are getting older, and besides, a lot of this stuff's got really decent artwork in it. So anyway, you're going to draw these down to the whatever ship you've got. In this case, I drew a first class ship of the line down. And the first thing you'll want to do is reset the crew or set the crew, and that's going to roll based on the 5d6 plus 30 with a max of 60 that's on each each ship. It'll actually modify, I mean, it'll actually roll per the ship type or fort type. So 54, we actually got a good roll on that. We came up 6 short of the main one. And as you get damage, you'll just go ahead and click here. When you're done the battle, delete them. So that's how the ships work and the forts. I also put for them the enemy force. So if you're out on like a patrol or something where you meet an enemy ship, or you're taking on one where it says you meet 1/3 of the enemy um, crew, you can go ahead and do that. You just set the crew on this one. Say we got 10 of them against us, and then you're going to lose crew times 5, etc., and then just delete it when you're done. Did the same thing for merchant and pirates. The pirate force is separate too. We got the forts in here, same thing on that. Replenish set cannon on the ones that have set cannon. You'll need to set the cannon first, like you do forts or one of the primaries. It'll do the same random roll plus as the others, so you really don't know what you're getting into until you're there. And again, you're going to just draw that into the battle map and play that. I did a friendly force, so you can take your force out when you're out. Say you could, I think it's like in when you're out doing a. Oh boy, I can't remember what it's called now. Brain's just not there. A little more coffee maybe, but I've learned by now that's not helping. Um, you're out looking for crew. Can't remember the name of it now. You can get jumped, and there's various other random events in there that can happen um, where you're attacking part of a crew. So that's what that's there for. You have a D6. You have a 2d6, a D8, D10, D12, and then broadside. Broadside, you're going to enter how many dice. Say, in this case, we have 15 of them, and what that's going to do is it's going to roll everything, and it's only going to keep the numbers 4 and above. So you only got 6 decent results there, so you know what the hits are. Now some ships, bear in mind, only hit on a 5 or 6. I didn't want to have extra buttons there, so I just did it this way. You'll just have to manually take out the 2 um, when you are against them. It's the smaller ships that move a little quicker or offer a smaller profile. My ships, as in, or your ships, as in the player ships. Um, if they have set cannon, that'll be there. Again, you'll first thing you want to do is replenish your crew. Start the crew. This is a 14 out of 18 we rolled for. They draw out. They will go onto the battle map also. Then you just return them to send to the battle board, and then when you're done with it, you just return to the mat. And it'll go back to the proper mat. Um, Captains, you have your British captains or friendly captains right here. You draw randomly as per the tables, and you have the enemy captains right here. Again, you draw randomly as per the tables, and your merchant and pirate captains right here, and you can draw them randomly. When you're done with them on the battle map, you just return them to the deck, and they'll go to the proper deck, and you can redraw later. Um, Admiralty orders, the four different orders you can get, you'll draw them and put that on whatever town you get. When you're done with that, just return that to the deck. Henry Age, this is the big one. When you start the game up, according to the rules, you get 10 different attributes, and you got to assign them to different ones. The stamina is going to assign a number automatically, and the rank will assign a number automatically. So I'm going to go over this a little more in depth here. We have I'm going to say, let's see, D10. This is the way I like to do it. I like gunnery, so that's going to be there. I also like leadership. Those are two important ones that I found playing this game. So my D8s, I'm going to go with, I want integrity, I want strength, and strength is going to set your stamina. As you see that the D8 down here gives a stamina 6. That's set there. So now we can set our stamina at 6 for the for keeping track of our stamina down in the heart. Um, if I'll get to that later. Let's get through this. Shooting, I want shooting to be 8, and I also want seamanship to be 8. And then I'm going to go with D6 on the others. So that's going to be wit, social status. Social status, I found that I can get promoted up pretty decent without that, so I don't want to waste a 10 on that right away, or an 8. Rigging, I don't run into that one a whole lot, though it's cost me a couple of times. It's all a crapshoot. You've got to, what are you willing to give up? And it may not even make a difference in your current campaign because you're rolling differently, and so it's always a part of the game. Take your chances and hope you made the right decisions and you get the right rolls. So anyway, as you go up, say if I were getting, you can't advance social. Um, Actually, you can advance social. You do advance social to get your rank to change. You can't advance the rank. That is tied into social. So if you get promoted, you're just going to advance it, and then you're going to set social status, and it's going to advance your next promotion up. Strength, as you advance that using your merit points, you're going to again advance it and then set strength. D10 didn't do that. I wonder why. Let me go advance that. I'm going to have to double check that because that should be set in the stamina, and it didn't. I will have that fixed. Um, all these advance the same way, and you'll just want to set them because I do have a global property set for each one of these, so it automatically remembers them, and some of them tie in and some of them don't. So that's your attributes. The other thing I did add was you can enter a name up here. So if you want your own name or somebody else, you can do that, and then it'll be personalized for you. And then I also made a sequence of play. So because I tend to get confused on things and forget where I'm at, so I just follow this through as I play, and I put. You can only do one of these each turn, so I put them down here under that heading, all grouped together. So you choose which one you want and then move on to the next one. It's not much to it. It's just something, for me, I find it's a lot better to have a game turn sequence in there. So I remember where I'm at when I get carried away, which happens a lot. The other thing is the EO card. Your turn track down here, just next turn, reset if you want. Merit points plus and minus, keep track of them there. And actually, I want to put a reset merit on there too. I will put a reset merit on there, so that will be fixed before this goes out too. Reset merit, because every time you get promoted, you reset the merit. So, all right, basically that is it. I do have a personal module out there somewhere that has my rules and charts in it. So if you see me playing this on videos and it has them, don't expect it to be in this one because I can't give away the game, nor would I. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Another great offering by Berserker Games, designed by Erik von Rossing. This is Set Sails for Glory. Thanks everybody for joining me. We will see you next time.